Hey everyone, I've been seeing this electric dirt bike popping up all over my feed lately. It's called the Natkie electric motorcycle bike for adults, and it's getting a ton of attention because it looks like a legit off-road machine with some serious specs. After doing a little digging and watching a bunch of real-world test rides, I decided to grab one and put it through its paces myself. If you're curious about whether this thing lives up to the hype, stick around. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the power on this thing is next level. It's got an 8,000 watt peak motor that's mid-mounted, which gives it a really low center of gravity and makes it feel super stable even when you're pushing it hard. I took it up a steep hill that usually kills my regular e-bike, and it climbed like it was nothing, no stuttering, no hesitation. The top speed is around 50 miles per hour, which honestly surprised me for something that looks like a dirt bike. It's not just a toy, it's got real torque and acceleration that makes it feel more like a gas-powered bike than an electric one. Now, battery life is always a big concern with electric bikes, but the Natkie comes with a 72V/30Ah removable battery that actually delivers on its promises. I tested it on a mix of trails and pavement, and I was able to get about 75 miles on a single charge with moderate riding. That's not just some inflated marketing number, it's realistic if you're not constantly pegging the throttle. The best part is that the battery is removable, so you can charge it indoors without having to wheel the whole bike into your garage. That's a huge convenience, especially if you live in an apartment or don't have easy outdoor access to a power outlet. The suspension system on this bike is another standout. It's got this MNT suspension setup that's designed to absorb big hits and keep the ride smooth, even on rough terrain. I took it over some pretty gnarly roots and rocks, and I barely felt a thing in the seat. It's adjustable too, so you can tweak it to match your weight or the type of riding you're doing. Whether you're cruising fire roads or tackling technical single track, the suspension makes it feel way more controlled and comfortable than I expected from an electric bike. Traction is another area where this bike shines. It comes with high-performance tires that have deep treads for off-road grip, and they really do make a difference when you're cornering or climbing loose surfaces. I tested it on some muddy trails after a rain, and the tires gripped like they were stuck to the ground. Even on wet pavement, I felt confident pushing the limits because the bike wasn't fishtailing or losing traction. It's one of those things you don't appreciate until you're in a sketchy situation and the bike just handles itself. The display is super functional too. It's mounted right on the handlebars, so you can keep an eye on your speed, battery level, and even trip distance without taking your eyes off the trail. It's bright and easy to read, even in direct sunlight, which is a small detail that makes a big difference. I also like that it has a USB port built in, handy for charging your phone or a GoPro if you're out filming your rides. Safety is always a priority, and the Natkie doesn't cut corners here. It's got a hydraulic disc braking system that provides strong, consistent stopping power, even in wet conditions. I did a few hard stops from high speed, and the bike slowed down smoothly without any drama. The dual LED headlights are bright enough to light up the trail ahead, which is a game changer if you're riding at dawn or dusk. Visibility is key, and this bike makes sure you're seen by others and can see where you're going. Now, no bike is perfect, so let's talk about a couple of things to keep in mind. First, it's heavy, around 180 pounds. That's not a deal breaker if you're used to riding dirt bikes or e-bikes, but it does make it a bit of a workout to push around when it's off. Second, the price tag is pretty steep compared to other electric bikes. It's not cheap, but if you're looking for something that can handle serious off-road use and has the power to match, it might be worth the investment. Overall, the Natkie electric motorcycle bike is a solid choice for anyone who wants an off-road e-bike that doesn't feel like a compromise. It's got the power, the range, and the features to back up its claims, and it handles like a dream. Whether you're commuting, trail riding, or just looking for a fun way to explore, this bike delivers. If you're thinking about picking one up, the link is below. Check it out and let me know in the comments what you think. Would you take this thing off-road or stick to the pavement? Either way, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.